Hello, guys. Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today, I want to look at a fragrance called Perry Ellis Pure Blue. And this one just came out last year, 2018. A couple people on YouTube have talked about this one, Stephen, Carlos, and Chad. So be sure to check out their opinions of this one as well. There's nothing on Fragrantica at the moment that I could find, but this is what the bottle looks like. Looks a little bit different than the typical Perry Ellis bottles. This one doesn't have that similar cylinder type bottle shape that most of the other Perry Ellis bottles have. But here's what it says inside the card: fresh, aquatic, confidently cool, and energizing fresh fougere. Perry Ellis Pure Blue bursts from the beginning with bergamot, grapefruit, and crisp apple. The scent transpires into a clean, refreshing blend of microgreens, crushed cardamom, and an aquatic tidal wave accord. Sophisticated warmth overflows with a rich, woody infusion of sensual musk, addictive sandalwood, white moss, and waves of dark blue amber. So I've worn this one to work a couple of times. I have a pretty good idea of what I think about it. One of the first things that kind of pops out at me right off the bat is the cardamom. It has that spicy cardamom appeal to it. And cardamom is a very sensual, appealing, spicy note that's used in a lot of great fragrances. London Weed comes to mind from Yves Saint Laurent, which is a very popular, appealing, sexy fragrance. But with this one, cardamom is paired with a apple accord. It kind of gives it almost like an apple pie type smell, but not like apple pie and like a Hugo Boss bottled type fragrance. This one here, the apple pie quality kind of blends with this soapiness, so it gives a very fresh, out of the shower type scent as well. So kind of like fresh apple pie meets clean, soapy, fresh. If that sounds familiar, now think about it for a little bit. Fresh, soapy meets apple pie. Keep those brain cells churning a little bit. Go back to 1995. Boom. What do we find here? Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger comes to mind. It's something along those lines. One of those Tommy Hilfiger fragrances, perhaps, where the classic apple pie accord was paired with soapy freshness. So it kind of has that quality to it. Other fragrances that come to mind would be like Ed Hardy's Love and Luck, stuff like that. A little bit of a spicy, citrus, soapy type smell to it. Very pleasant and appealing, but sort of been there, done that, not very unique or original. So it makes me hesitant to rush out and spend full retail for this type of fragrance. Or in my case, I already have fragrances that smell like this. So again, not really something I'm that excited about. If you don't have something like this and you've smelled it, you probably will like it. I think it's very solid, versatile scent. But if you've been around like myself, you might be hesitant to rush out and buy it. What's kind of interesting is that I think a lot of people today, like teenagers, probably haven't really had a chance to experience like Tommy Hilfiger fragrance, or maybe even Ed Hardy's Love and Luck at this point has sort of gone by the wayside. So maybe this is a good chance for fragrance of this type to get reintroduced into the mainstream again. You know, everybody seems to be looking for that next new vintage clone. But here, you know, we're just going with that soapy, fresh, clean, spicy type scent that might be reminiscent of some older fragrances that have fallen by the wayside. But for me, yeah, it's pretty much a neutral rating for me. Let's get into some final scores here. Smell, 7.5 out of 10. I actually like the smell quite a bit. It's just lacking in uniqueness, which I give 5 out of 10 because it smells so similar to a lot of other fragrances. Projection longevity, I'll say 6.5 out of 10. Probably be okay for about 3, 4, 5 hours maybe. By lunchtime or so, it kind of gets close to the skin and probably no one's probably going to pick up on it too much. Versatility, though, 9 out of 10. I think you could wear this one as a signature scent pretty much all year round. Probably best for spring, summer, but no reason why you couldn't wear it in colder weather as well. It just has that nice, pleasant, fresh out of the shower quality to it. And it's not too citrusy that it's going to smell weird or too tropical or anything like that. Price point said $65 at Macy's for the 100 ml. Not too many cheaper options right now because it is a new release, and it's not really something that you're going to find at every discounter in town. So for me, overall, 6.5 out of 10. A pleasant but sort of redundant release from Perry Ellis. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.